Parkinson Foundation Health at Home Fitness Fridays. I'm Chris Timberlake, and I'm the Director of Training and Education for Rocksteady Headquarters. Today we will focus on balance and strength, which you could be doing 2 to 3 times per week, according to the Parkinson's exercise recommendations. Now, let's get into the movement. Rocksteady's head coaches, Summer and Miles, will be guiding us through this challenging yet fun workout today. Pace yourself, be safe. If you feel lightheaded or dizzy, stop all exercise. Make sure you take frequent water breaks as you need them. Stop the video. You can always come back to this pre-recorded session.
Coach here at Rocksteady Boxing.
Hey, I'm Miles. I'm also a head coach at Rocksteady Boxing headquarters.
Let's start with a head-to-toe stretch with coaches Summer and Miles. Here we are at Rocksteady headquarters, right in front of the boxing ring. Stretching out the neck. Neck muscles tend to be very stiff and tight, with some of the postural changes that can happen with Parkinson's disease. Now let's keep our heads straight ahead and follow the finger with the eyes. Up and down, and then let's go across the horizon. Miles is going to make a correction here. Good job, Miles. Keep your head straight. Don't look side to side. Great job, everybody. All right, this is a boxer stretch. Looks kind of funny, but it relieves a lot of pressure in the jaw. And moving down the body to the shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then we're going to go the opposite direction. We're warming up some of the muscles that we're going to engage with today's exercise routine. Arms across the body. Stretching out the chest as the arms go back. And then a twist if you're able, shifting your weight from one foot to the next. And make sure that you kick that foot out as you twist. Let's do a side stretch. Miles is going to show the seated modification to all exercises in this first section. And stretching out the back of the body, the hamstrings. Those are areas of the body that can also be very tight with postural changes that can occur with Parkinson's disease. So let's give those areas extra special care. As you transition from some of these exercises, such as this one, leaning forward, be very, very careful if you feel lightheaded or dizzy as you transition up to standing, that you take a seat immediately. Now we're going to shift our weight with high knees, just a little moment of balance, and shake out the body, stay nice and loose. Let's get the wrists. Work the wrists around, kind of like you're conducting an orchestra. Opposite directions. Open and close the hands. Rocksteady coaches have a lot of fun. It's part of the Rocksteady method to be a little bit silly, a little bit crazy. All right, this is our first exercise. We're going to warm up doing some modified jumping jacks. Miles is doing a great job showing us the modification. Miles is 6'7". I think Summer's about 5'2". So this was a challenging camera angle for me to find. These are regular jumping jacks. Do what you're able to do. If you can't do impact like this, then continue to just step out to the side. Getting the heart rate up a little bit. taking a short break, and these are called punch jacks. Jumping jack, punch with the same side of the body. You're almost there, almost there. Just a few more seconds. And then we're going to go ahead, after we're finished here, grab some hand weights and get ready for the strength training component. Nice job, guys. All right, nice wide stance. Squat to press. This is a beautiful compound movement. Folks at home, let's try to use full range of motion in the joints as you come up and press. However, we want to make sure that you could look at your hands, you could see your hands instead of letting those hands travel back, if that makes sense. Summer's doing a great job of demonstrating that angle. These are called surfers, and they allow us to work on our balance. For most folks, they're going to start with their non-dominant foot forward, lift up the toe, and then lift up that back heel. It's more challenging than it looks. Nice work with that one. Almost there. Good job. You can hang on to your hand weights if you want to, or not necessary that you have hand weights. I can still use these as body weight exercises. Lunging forward or back like Miles is. And then the arms come out into a lat raise with bent elbows, straight out to the side. Listen to your body. If you have shoulder injuries, take your physician's recommendations on any modifications that you need to make to these exercises. This is also quite a balance challenge as you lunge forward on one foot. All right, this is called slow walking. If you've never tried it, I'm anxious for you guys to give this a try. It's really challenging. The slower you go, the more difficult it is. I think Summer's going a little more slowly than Miles. Always have to have a high five. Don't fall, Miles. That's just for effect. Slow walking. Nice job. Let's go back to the strength exercise. Feet shoulder width apart. Standing up nice and straight. Bicep curl. If you're able to straighten your arm all the way down by your side and then curl the weight up to your shoulder, that's full range of motion. Flexing and extending those arms, which helps carry over to functional mobility in everyday activities, such as reaching up on a shelf for an item. We want to make sure that we have that full range of motion. All right, next balance challenge is a tandem stance. This is also a little more challenging than it appears. Miles is using the chair if he needs it. I'm wondering if having size 13 feet make this exercise a little easier. Heel to toe stance. A modification of this exercise would be to slide that front foot out to the side slightly so you have a larger base of support to maintain your balance. All right, going into the next strength exercise is a plank, a modified plank, and then Summer is going to demonstrate a nice push-up plank, blocking inner core. Make sure you don't hold your breath, folks. 30 seconds of this exercise. Miles is instructing us to lock your core. Try to flatten that back. It always helps to have someone to encourage you. So hopefully our coaches are encouraging you today. We're really proud of you for showing up for this exercise session. Now let's work on the balance. Feet together, arms across your chest, and close your eyes. If at any time you feel unsteady, open your eyes immediately and widen your center of gravity, widen your base of support rather. Maintaining your center of gravity. "30 seconds is a long time." Good work. All right, we're going to go through it again. You should be more familiar with this now. Step out to the side, lift the arms up, shoulder height. With or without weights. Nice work. Regular jacks. As much as possible, we want to try to maintain symmetry from left to right side on all of our exercises to help minimize the likelihood of an overuse injury or the cumulative injury cycle. So jumping in front of a mirror or doing exercises in front of a mirror or videotaping yourself doing exercises is a great way to check for symmetry. Punch jacks. Here comes that coordination factor. Summer actually has a background in dance, so I think that might help her with this exercise. And Miles is training for a triathlon. Nice work, guys. All right, we're going to switch roles here. Miles has grabbed some, I think he's got 8-pound weights here, which is pretty challenging. Squats. To press, compound exercise. Folks, only go as low as you're able in the squat. You don't want to cause injury. Nice work. Here's the balance piece. Surfers. Pull that front toe up and then pull the back heel off the ground. Just a helpful tip here, if you lower your body slightly into squat position, it helps maintain your balance a little easier with this one. The lower you are, the easier it is. Back to strength. They're both doing a backward stepping lunge. Arms out to the side. Protect your shoulders here. Miles is showing his wingspan here. Go to work. Put the weights away. Slow walking rather. Slow walking. And next we're going to grab our weights for the strength piece of calf raises to bicep curls. Remember that compound movement. Here we go with the modified version. Summer's going to go ahead and have a seat. Almost all of the exercises we perform at Rock Steady are able to be modified for all ability levels. Really squeeze those weights or squeeze your biceps with that curl at the top of the exercise. And balance. tandem stance. Don't be afraid to use a chair or a sturdy object if you need it here. Nice work, Miles. You got this. Come on, folks at home. You're making great progress today, working on your Parkinson symptoms. Miles is going to demonstrate an elbow plank for us. Great body position. I'm going to try to make sure that that body is like a plank, as straight as a plank. Yep, we see you, Miles. Good work. Not recommended that you get up that quickly. All right. Balance, feet together. Cross your arms across your body. Have that chair there if you need it. Thanks, Summer, for demonstrating that. All right. Are you guys ready? Last time through. Strength to balance, alternating. Modified jumping jacks, step it out to the side. Regular jumping jacks. I think they're having fun. Good job, coaches. Keep going, keep going. Punch jacks. So this exercise works on coordination, balance, cardiovascular strength, endurance. And hopefully you feel a sense of accomplishment when you get it right. Squat to press. At Rocksteady, we like to teach quality of movement versus quantity. So it's okay to slow things down a little bit and work on your form and your breathing. Quality of movement is so important. And if you get tired, folks, it's okay to stop, take a break. All right, back to surfers. Here's our balance component. An extra challenge if you want to switch feet. With or without Parkinson's, this exercise is pretty challenging. All right. Forward lunge or backward lunge. They're demonstrating both here. Arms are out to the side, and then come back in as you stand up straight. Try to maintain an upright posture as you push back. And now we're going to go back to slow walking. With this particular movement, It's always good to have a hallway if you're feeling unsteady, that you can reach out if you need to, put your arms to the side, if you feel like you're going to lose your balance. And some of the balance exercises can be done again with a sturdy object to put your hand on, or next to a wall. Grab your weights. Calf raises. The bicep curl. We're combining two different exercises here into one. This is a compound movement. And let's try to get full range of motion again in both movements. Up on your toes, back on your heel. And this is, again, the tandem stance. Summer's taking a deep breath. Deep breath, folks. Good correction on your posture, Miles. And he's switching feet. Nice work, guys. And we're getting ready to transition into plank exercise. Miles has got hold of the chair, and Summer's doing the push-up plank on the ground. Her feet are nice and wide, giving her some good support. You can also do an elbow plank in this position if you choose. And we've got one more exercise to conclude the strength and balance component of this workout before we get into the boxing component. Arms across the chest, feet together, eyes closed. Deep breaths help. And make sure you use that chair as an assist for your balance if you need it. And good job. We're moving on to the boxing section. If you have boxing gloves, go ahead and glove up. Doesn't look like a fair fight to me. Miles is going to demonstrate the seated modification for boxing. They're both in boxing stance, which for both of our boxers here are right-handers, so that non-dominant foot is forward. We're demonstrating some footwork techniques here. Summer is shifting her weight from front to back as she pivots around in the space provided. We have the same expectations for boxers who are seated as we do boxers who are able to stand. Hands should be up at your face, full flexion, so you can rest your fists on your cheeks. Now we're going to do a jab, which is your non-dominant hand, to a cross, which is your dominant hand. All the way out. Watch how both of these coaches show beautiful rotation and a weight shift. That's what we're looking for. Boxing is a beautiful modality, beautiful solution for many of the symptoms of Parkinson's, including weight shift and rotation, or lack of rotation. Watch that rotation. Beautiful. She's turning her body completely sideways. And then pulling through with the cross. Exhale with your punches. If you don't have boxing gloves, you can use something like soup cans. Here's jab, cross, hook, hook. Throw that elbow up. We're not reaching back for the hook. It just comes across. They're having way too much fun. Uh-oh. See a little competition happening here. Rocksteady is a non-contact program. No one is getting hit. But it does feel good to hit heavy bags. After this combination, we're going to add an uppercut. See how Summer's elbows are coming up? Coming up. Good job. All right, Miles is ready. Uppercut, uppercut. Jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. Keep your eyes straight ahead as you punch. Shifting your weight. You guys are doing a great job. Now our coaches here are just doing freestyle boxing with different combinations of the punches we just showed you guys. Make sure to keep those eyes up. Don't forget to rotate into the punches. Uh-oh, things are getting a little heated here. And the last 10 seconds of the round, we're going to really turn up the energy. I think I might put my money on Summer. All right, finish the round, guys. Finish the round. Woohoo! Nice job. We're going to go through that one more time. Jab cross, boxing position, offset stance. Let's work on our footwork. Before we throw any punches, we have to have a firm foundation, nice and wide with the stance, and just shift your weight from front to back. Flex the elbows all the way up so the fists are on your cheeks. Try to stay relaxed. They haven't even thrown a punch yet. And that's kind of a bob and weave, squatting down a little bit, and then standing up, shifting your weight. Nice job. All right, jab, cross, extend, extend. Put that hand right back on your cheek. It always helps to smile when you're exerting yourself. Nice job, guys. It takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of discipline. There's a lot involved in boxing. You think they're getting tired? Maybe. Keep going, folks at home. All right, we've got 2 more punches to add. The hook, across the body, jab, cross, hook, hook, reset, jab, cross, hook, hook, reset. Watch the feet. Folks at home, watch how active those feet are. They're not stuck to the ground. They're shifting their weight, moving around. Good job, Summer. Thanks for your encouragement. Uppercut, uppercut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 punch combination. Jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. All right, this last round, freestyle. Put all the punches together, try to let them flow together. Try not to reach back for your punches. Keep everything in front of you. Bob and weave, mix it up a little bit. We've got about 20 seconds. Let's step up the effort a little bit, folks. Come on. Final round before we stretch out. Good job, Miles. Good job, Summer. Finish strong. To the bell. Good work. Now we're going to bring it down and cool down a little bit. Nice work. Reach up, follow along, folks at home. Take deep breaths in. Stop the video if you needed to take a water break. Arm across the side. Deep breaths. Excellent work. Reach back. Stretch out the chest. Carefully fold your body forward. Move over to the side. Stretch out the back of the body. Walk it over to the other side. Slowly, slowly roll up. Make sure you're not dizzy or lightheaded. Elbows up. One arm out to the side and twist. Look behind. Make sure you're not dizzy, folks. Twist, look behind. Repeat. Let's roll the shoulders just like we did when we warmed up for the workout. And forward. Hands on the hips. Look up toward the ceiling. Ear toward the shoulder. Other side. Roll the head forward to the side. Check out the hands. High five. Thank you, Rocksteady coaches. Folks at home, thank you again for joining us for the Parkinson Foundation PD Health at Home Fitness Fridays video series. For more information about the Parkinson's exercise recommendations as a prescription for people with Parkinson's, please visit us at parkinson.org/exercise. Thanks again for joining us. Take good care, everyone, and Keep your hands up.